Hello, good morning. Assalamualaikum, annyeonghaseyo, namaste, bonjour, bom dia. Um, this video is intended for the members of the Christian Spiritists in the Philippines, Buyagan Center, but I'm going to try my best to speak English so that you can share it to your English-speaking friends. Besides, we are in Benguet, and most people speak English, including the kids. Yeah, that's why here in Benguet we consider English as our mother tongue. Yeah. So our topic for today is about fitness. Actually, we do this short seminar after Sunday service at church, but unfortunately, since March, mass gatherings are not allowed, so um, we are doing it this way. So, before we talk about our topic for today, fitness, I would just like to read a verse from the Bible which is related to physical fitness. Um, there are so many verses from the Bible related to our topic for today, but I will just read one, which is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 to 20. And it says, "What? Know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own?" So take note of the word temple. It says that we should treat our body as a temple, not as an ordinary woodshed or a barn. Yeah. So we are given the responsibility to keep our physical body fit and strong, so that we will be able to do more, to do greater things or activities for the glory of God, of course. So here we are talking about fitness. First of all, we are going to try to understand what exactly does this word fitness mean. Okay, I have written here the simplest definition I can find from a dictionary. It says fitness is the ability to do a task or to perform an activity. Okay, so moving on, so that this video will not take too long, we are going to directly talk about the components of this fitness. Alright? Okay, we are going to divide the topic into small parts. So we are going to talk about these components. Okay, I have written here 10, but there are more. Okay, but these are the basic components of fitness. Okay, so we have strength, body composition, flexibility, aerobic endurance, anaerobic endurance, agility, balance, coordination, speed, and power. And we can also add here reaction time, also nutrition, which I will be talking about later on. Alright, I have here an article which talks about the components of physical fitness. Alright, it says here that all the components of fitness are present in everyone's daily lives. You just may not realize it. For instance, you use agility when walking quickly through a crowd during Christmas shopping at the mall. Muscular strength and endurance is being used when unloading a carload of groceries from Costco. Your reaction time is being challenged every day you drive your car to work or drive the kids to school. Your body composition is stagnating every time you choose not to go for a long walk outside and instead sit on the couch watching Real Housewives or your favorite sports team. So when we talk about the components of fitness, we can classify them into two. two groups: the health-related fitness and the skill-related fitness. All right. So health-related fitness are the components which directly affects your health. Like for the skill-related fitness, these are actually components that are considered to be skills which you can learn, you can develop, you can improve uh, by practice and with repetitions, right? So, what is the importance of these components of fitness? Why do we need to talk about these things here? So, we can safely say that an individual cannot be completely fit if he or she lacks most or majority of these components of fitness. Let's take for example a bodybuilder who focuses only in hypertrophy, meaning he focuses only in building muscle mass, alright, and neglecting all other important components of fitness, like for example flexibility. A bodybuilder, most of the bodybuilders I know lack flexibility, great deal of flexibility. They cannot, one cannot even scratch his shoulder when it is itchy, you know. He cannot flex his arm properly, right? Another one is speed. Bodybuilder cannot run fast. Okay. What else? He can be strong. He can be well coordinated, no problem. He can be having a good body composition, but lacks in most of the components of fitness, right? Especially flexibility. So that's why it's important to consider all the components of fitness. All right. Okay. You may be strong, but not flexible, not fast. You have problem on balance. You have problem on agility. You easily get tired, and when you run 20, 30 meters, you feel like fainting, or you feel like you're going to pass out. So there's a problem, all right? Yeah? You cannot carry your own body weight, or you lack balance. So there's a problem. So it's important to consider all of this, yeah? So we need to address all these components of fitness as much as possible. Okay, so let's start talking about these components of fitness one by one, as quickly as possible. So let's start talking about strength. So if you see a person carrying a heavyweight object, can we conclude that the person is having a great level of strength? Yeah, possibly. Or he's just lucky. Yeah. So when we talk about strength, we are talking about how much force our muscles can exert in a particular activity, doing a particular activity. So that's it. So carrying a heavy object is an example, okay, showing the level of strength of an individual. All right. So what about body composition? So basically, body composition is talking about the percentage of fat and muscle in your body. All right. So excessive amount of fat in your body, is it good? Of course, of course not. Yeah. So excessive amount of fat in your body may lead to hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, and many other diseases. So what about flexibility? Okay, flexibility is basically the ability of your joints to move through your full range of motion. Okay, remember when we were born, Can you remember? Okay, when we were born, we don't have much problem on flexibility. Okay, but as we grow older, we don't try to maintain our flexibility. So that most middle age um, up to the senior citizens, they complain about um, lower back pains, knee pain. Okay, mostly is because of the tightness um, around those joints, tightness of muscles mostly, yeah, and of course the ligaments as well. We also need to be stretching those muscles, those ligaments, to maintain flexibility, to avoid tightness. Okay, um, tightness around our joints, yeah, which may affect also the movements that we do, right? We will be able to do our activities better if we are flexible, right? So this aerobic endurance talks about how fit and strong your heart and lungs are, right? So this is the ability to sustain an activity for a long period of time, yeah, for sustain an activity for as long as you can, right? This is actually has something to do with the supply of oxygen to the different parts of our body, yeah. So that's why um, if your heart is weak, it doesn't pump very well. Okay, the supply is limited. Supply of oxygen to the different parts of the body, including to the brain, you have problems. Okay, that's why you see people when they do physical activity, they pass out, they faint, okay, they collapse. Okay, one main factor there is the lack of supply of oxygen, especially to the brain. Yeah. Okay, now anaerobic endurance. Okay, we are talking about here the ability of an individual to do a high intensity activity for as long as he or she can. All right, anaerobic endurance is related to the ability of the muscle to sustain or doing a particular activity. Okay, that is why this is also called muscular endurance. Okay, because we mostly talk about the muscles right here, sustaining the activity, the high intensity activity, right? We do not use much oxygen here in an anaerobic activity as compared to the aerobic activity. Right? Okay, so these are the health health related components of fitness. Now moving on to the skill related fitness or skill related components of fitness. We have here the first one, agility. Okay, so basically agility is the ability to change directions quickly, right? Okay. Like for example, someone throws at you um, a rock, yeah, and how much time does it take for you to avoid that rock so that you will not get hit, yeah. Okay, so that is your agility. So next, balance. Alright, this is pretty self-explanatory, but it doesn't mean it is not important. Alright, this is the ability to control your body movements uh, while you are standing still or moving. Yeah. Okay. It's as simple as that. So coordination. Simply, this talks about making movements work together as smoothly as possible. Okay, like for example, you're running, your arm movements works together with your leg movements without falling, right? And speed. Okay, this simply is the ability of one to perform an activity in the shortest possible time. Okay, so that's speed. And last in my list here is the power. This talks about the ability of an individual to perform an explosive movement, right? So our keyword here is explosive. Okay, doing an activity uh, explosively. And for example, doing a standing long jump, for example. Yeah. Okay, so you explode up and forward doing the standing long jump. Okay, so you need powerful legs, especially, right? Or throwing a baseball. Okay, explode and release the ball. Right. Okay, so explosive movements. So we have talked about the simple definitions of these components of fitness. Now we'll go back to each one of them to talk about what can be done or what exercises or activities can be done to improve these components of fitness. So we can improve strength by doing some kind of resistance training or resistance exercises or strength training. Okay, what is an example? What is a good example of that? Well, you go to the gym. Uh, Most common is you see barbells, dumbbells in the gym, and you lift them, doing bicep curl, for example. That is an example of strength training. Okay, or resistance training. Okay. Any activity that you deal with resistance, all right? Okay, that is a resistance training. Okay, any anything or any object that can provide resistance can be used. You don't have to go to the gym paying um, an amount of money for the membership, for the training, for the instructor's fee. You can stay home and you can find, I'm sure you can find anything that can provide resistance, that has weight that you can carry. Like for example, the Wilkins water bottle that is 6 liters or 5 liters. It has a handle. You can grab it and then you can do bicep curls with those ones, right? Okay. What else? Resistance band, for example. Okay. You can do rowing. Yeah. How about body composition? What can you do to improve your body composition? Okay. Simply by doing all the exercises that improves all the other components of fitness, you can improve your body composition. Flexibility. What can you do to improve flexibility? Of course, you know this one already. Stretching. Okay. Now, most people, they just stretch or they just do the stretching exercises that are easy to do. Like for example, stretching exercises with the arms, doing this way. It's very easy, right? Right? Okay. But what about the flexibility on the hips, on the lower body? Okay. Most people do not want to do that one because it is a little bit harder than stretching your upper body. Okay. Stretching this way, yeah, it is pretty much very easy to do. Okay, so I challenge everyone to also stretch the lower body, your legs. You can do partial splits, for example. Yeah. You don't have to do a full split at once. Okay, next, number 4, aerobic endurance. Okay, what activities can be done to improve aerobic endurance? Okay, simply do aerobic exercises. What are aerobic exercises? Example, jogging or running, swimming, skipping rope. You can jog on the spot or stationary jogging if you don't have space or you don't want to go out because of this COVID. What else can be done? What other cardiovascular exercises can be done at home? Mountain climbers. And again, you can refer to the exercise routines I will be sharing later. Okay. Some of you are my friends in Facebook. You can go to my page, and then you can watch the videos I have shared. I have posted. Alright, next one, anaerobic endurance. Okay, what can be done to improve anaerobic endurance? Okay, example of activities, short sprints, short runs, short sprints. Okay, when we say sprint, you are going to run as fast as you can. That's why it's called sprint. Okay, running as fast as you can. Slow jog is not a sprint, so it does not improve anaerobic endurance. It can improve aerobic endurance, slow running, but not anaerobic endurance. If you want to improve anaerobic endurance, you have to run as fast as you can. Okay, or stationary running, or doing high knee jogging on the spot. Okay, as fast as you can, or doing jumping jacks, right? Okay, or mountain climbers as fast as you can. Okay. Okay, next one, agility. How to improve agility? What exercises can be done? Lateral movements, okay, diagonal movements as fast as you can. Right. Next one here, balance. How to improve balance? Yeah. First of all, you can improve your balance when you exercise or you strengthen your muscles. Okay, so strengthening activities for the muscles can also improve your balance. Okay, so one affects the other actually right here, right? Including your flexibility. Actually, it helps improve your balance. Okay, when you do running, for example, it can improve your balance and as well as your coordination. Okay, exercises improving other components of fitness can also improve others, like for example strengthening, flexibility exercises, agility exercises can help improve your balance and also your coordination, for example. Yeah. So next one right here, we have speed. Of course, when you want to improve your speed in running, you do not keep running slowly. Okay? So there is what we call law of specificity. Okay? So if you want to improve a particular skill, you have to do that particular skill. You do not do other things, other activities. Okay? And hoping to improve your speed in running while you are just running slowly every day. Okay? You'll never improve your speed in running that way. So in order to improve your speed in running, you have to run as fast as you can. Okay, power. How to improve power? You do explosive activities, explosive exercises. Okay, like for example, standing long jump. Okay, you want to improve leg power. You do plyometric training. Plyometric activity or exercise, for example, is the tuck jumps. You're going to jump as high as you can and tuck your legs, both legs, while on the air. right? Okay, or box jumps. You have a box right there, and you jump up, and then go on top of the box, and then go down, and then repeat. Okay, that is an example of plyometric exercise, which can greatly improve your leg power. Anything, any explosive exercises may improve power. So these are the basic components of fitness, and if you have questions, you can ask me um, through Facebook Messenger or through the chat group that we have for the members of our church. And or also you can message me through my Facebook page. Right? Okay, I just want to include one more important component of fitness, which falls under health related component of fitness, and that is nutrition. I believe this is also very important, and I want to talk about this one as quickly as possible, because I know people uh, who claims that if you eat healthy food, like for example vegetables, especially organic vegetables, um, you will not have any problems or any problem with your health. Okay? I say that is highly debatable because I know uh, I know some individuals who practice eating vegetables or even organic vegetables only. They do not eat foods high in cholesterol, high in artificial food coloring or flavorings, but they are obese. Now, question is, how did that happen? How come they eat healthy foods but they are obese? The reason is that they keep eating even if it is not needed. Okay, so excessive intake of food is the problem, right? And it can also make you overweight or even obese, right? And one more factor is that they don't do physical activities. They don't do physical exercises. So as a result, they are obese and they are overweight. Okay, so do not discount the importance of doing physical exercises. And some people say that uh, just deal with your diet and you will be healthy and you will not have problems with your health. Okay, I say that this um, questionable. Okay, so I recommend doing exercises coupled with eating healthy food. One more thing I would like to talk about nutrition is the water intake. Now, normally, as we can read from the internet, from most health books, they say drink at least 8 glasses of water, and that is, in my opinion, is true. Okay, but when you do physical exercises and you sweat a lot, or even if you don't exercise at all and you live in a hot area, it's hot, you sweat even doing nothing, you sweat a lot, I think 8 glasses of water a day is not enough. Okay, for example, in my case, I exercise twice a day and I sweat a lot. I don't think 8 glasses of water is enough for me, so I drink more than that. The point is, we should uh, drink plenty of water as needed. Okay, now the minimum is 8 glasses of water. Now, but if you exercise, it should be more than that. Or if you sweat a lot, it should be more than that, even if you don't exercise at all. Yeah. Right. Now, one more thing is that, what about drinking like sports drinks, for example, like Gatorade or any other drinks like C2 here in the Philippines is very popular. C2 with different flavors. Um, I don't recommend drinking colored drinks. Okay, but if you are in a competition, for example, during a competition, you can. It's just, I don't think there's a problem drinking those sports drinks during the competition or before the competition. But after or regular days, I don't recommend drinking these colored drinks. Well, in fact, water, according to other experts, is the best way to cleanse our body. Drinking water is the best way to cleanse our body. Okay, rather than drinking coffee, drinking any other colored drinks, yeah, which contains artificial flavorings, artificial colorings, which can convert into toxins inside our body. Yeah. So drink water as much as you can. So that is our short, they call it webinar. Okay, it's my first time to do this one, so it's my first time to use that word webinar as well. So it's all about fitness, and if we summarize it, fitness is the ability to do a task or perform a particular activity. Okay, we have here the components of fitness to better understand fitness. So we have classified them into two: health related fitness, skill related fitness. Okay, health related fitness directly affects your health. Example is strength, for example. Yeah, okay, it's the ability of the muscle to exert the force in doing a particular activity. Okay, like carrying an object. Body composition is the amount of fat and muscle in your body, and flexibility is the ability of your joints to move through the full range of motion, and aerobic endurance is the ability or the strength of your health and lungs, right? Anaerobic endurance is the ability of one to sustain a high intensity activity, okay, for as long as he or she can. Now, agility is the ability to change directions quickly, right? Okay, balance is the ability to maintain your body position while standing still or moving. And coordination is the uh, controlling your uh, movements to work together smoothly as possible. And speed is the ability to do a particular activity in the shortest possible time. And power is the ability to do an explosive activity and in short amount of time. Okay? So these are the basic components of fitness, and as I mentioned also, one among the health related fitness which we can include here is nutrition, which is also very important. By the way, nutrition affects all of these components. If you don't also eat, you don't eat well, strength, body composition, and all of this can be affected. So remember to eat healthy and also drink as much water as you can. Okay, and you can drink sports drinks once in a while, or if you need it. Okay, not drinking it in a regular basis or in a daily basis. Right? Okay. So if you have questions, just ask me through our group chat, and you can message me in my Facebook page. And if you want more in-depth discussion about this one, you can request for it. There's no problem. Yeah, we have plenty of time, especially these days that when we are in a quarantine. So that's all for today, and God bless you all. I hope to see you soon at church. And masalama, anyong higa sa'yo. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching.